Oh,
All right, we good.
we starting early.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's
Hold on
good?
1 second. Yo, all y'all that's tuned in on the Instagram right now, link in my bio, Breakfast with the Champ. Real Sick is up here to talk his shit. Mike P Battle, March 6th, Super Fight. Click the link in my bio and tune in. Y'all don't get no more of the show, man. Good night. Yo,
DNA. Yo, I gotta become top tier. So like, you stop like spelling my name wrong, man.
I know, I
I
apologize,
got,
bro. Shit.
I gotta
I
get
apologize.
popping.
Listen, I just woke
Nah, you
up.
good, man?
Show was supposed to start at 10. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shit started at 10:15. The H looked like an
hmm
I. You know, it
I
happens,
feel you,
man.
bro. I feel you. Yeah, you good.
But let's talk about this Mike P battle because I seen something. I seen the blog, the promo that was dropped, and
Yeah,
it looked like it hit a nerve. It pissed you off. Why did him do that? I think it was necessary because I think you was already in your bag, but I think that
yeah.
got you in your bag. Why is that?
All right. So the little impression and shit he did that didn't piss me off. I was laughing when he
Okay.
did that. Right. The shit that pissed me off. So first, I was already like just competitively angry because I heard he got offered somebody else and he said it wasn't enough time for them, so he'll take me instead. So I was like, all right, now he's acting like I'm a warm up or something.
Mm.
And then so I was finished. I was pretty much finished with all my rounds before the shit was announced. Then it got announced and he dropped that video and then I told him, yo, we still got 2 weeks, like relax. And then he started saying shit like he's gonna delete me from the roster and like this is like they're getting rid of me and shit. I was like, all right. Now like everything I already had a game plan. And now you're showing your hand. You're showing what you about to do. And on top of that, I'm like getting to make everything I'm saying even more like dangerous for you. Like I'm gonna be surprised if this is debatable, DNA. I'm trying to get him all the way out of here, all the way out of here. Like, and I don't think he knows what I'm capable of from the way that he's talking. Like, he makes a whole impression video, which was funny, with the switch up my flows and all that. That was funny, but you try to do the same thing. So like, like I don't know what you're making fun of. That's why I don't know if you saw I posted a clip um
No, I
of
see.
he
I got my out of the street, sick. I seen
got
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He was making fun of my rhyme patterns, but then in this interview with Pat Stay, the first thing he says is his rhyme patterns are amazing. Like you got to make up your mind, bro. Like, and if you think all I'm gonna be doing up there is just rhyming with you, from the first word I'm talking about you. I'm not gonna like, yeah, it's gonna get spooky for him, and hopefully he just doesn't hopefully people see because now it's like you see somebody like trying to piss me off and if I show up and I don't like discipline them for it, it's gonna keep happening. I can't let this be like all right, like anytime this happens it can just happen. I gotta prove a point with this. And it's what is this? I'm technically not even a year in and this is my first main event. It looks like we the main event. So, and the crazy thing about it, it's his first main event too. So
Oh,
I
okay.
just got here, he been here, and it's both of our first main event.
You talking your shit, sick. Listen,
Yeah.
let me ask you this though. Him not battling for so long, do you feel like one that's a factor to why he's talking so much shit?
No.
And
Go ahead, my bad.
do you think the bag is special because he has so much time off to, you know what I'm saying, put this shit together? He's had a break, a time to sit back, analyze, and come back refreshed. Is that
Well, he said he doesn't really write material for people unless they're booked, but I was the only one that he wasn't booked and he just thought of like half a round for me and then he hit up bees, right? So all that shit he's talking, bro, he hasn't wrote a rhyme in 8 months, and he got two verses now, and he's hyped. That's all that's happening. He hasn't been stacking ammo for me. He's not a real rapper like that. He can't rap unless he has a battle coming up. So all that happened is it's not dangerous at all. All that happened. He wrote his first 16 after fucking 8 months, and he's hyped. So he started talking shit. Like he wasn't sitting there just preparing for me. And even if he was, like that doesn't matter. It doesn't. He could talk about whatever he wants. It's not gonna diffuse the shit that I'm saying to him. Yeah.
So you agree that people would say that y'all styles are similar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why
So
him
so
making that
what?
video makes no sense.
So which? Now what if we just chalk that up to you know what I'm saying, him saying okay, I'm selling the fight, because I did see his response tweet,
Hmm.
and he said, why are you quoting this? Because I never said I'm not a fan of you. In public, I'm a fan of you. I just don't feel like you're on my level.
But that's not what he was saying the day before. The day before, the video was not the issue. The video came out after he put this tweet out saying he said that he gonna send me to the shadow realm, this weird video game shit. I don't know what he be talking about. And then he said something like, "Yeah, he's gonna. I'm gonna have no identity after this." No, that's when I was like, "Yo, we got 2 weeks. I got ready for Chiller in 2 weeks. I got ready for Kid Chaos in 2 weeks. I wrote my shit for Magic the week before the battle. We have mad time. Relax." I was trying to tell him because I had my rounds, and it would have been a more competitive battle before he pissed me off. Now it's not gonna. I don't think this is gonna be competitive. Like I said, I I I I'm gonna be surprised if this shit is fucking debatable. But what was your question, man? My bad. I got it. My
Nah, nah,
bad.
nah, nah, nah.
Oh, his response tweet. Yeah,
You answer all the
he
questions I need to hear.
yeah, nah, but that's the thing. The things he was making fun of me for is the first things he says as a compliment towards me when we're not booked for a battle. So I was posting that clip to show like, all right, is fun and games is cool, but this is reality. All this shit that he could do voices, he could do impressions. That's cool. It was funny. I laughed, but this is reality. This is how he really feels about me. You know what I mean?
Now,
That's all that clip was.
now, where do you rank Mike P amongst your other opponents? Is he one of the tougher ones? Does he just
Yeah,
fall in
yeah, yeah,
line?
yeah. Listen,
How does that go?
Mike P. I'm never gonna take away from my opponents. I only want to battle people that I think are crazy. And Mike P is really good at moments. Like I said, like the patterns in this. We always joked about this before. Like whenever we battle, we're gonna have a pattern fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like because we switch up our flows and shit a lot. He's good at angles. Our styles are pretty similar, you know. So yeah, it's just that there's things about him that I noticed while preparing for him that I never you know how it is. You could be a fan of somebody, then when you get booked for him and you watch the same battle that you watched like as a fan, now you watching it as like he's an enemy now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm noticing all these little things that I might not have noticed before. And now, like, whenever I'm about to battle somebody, they become the wackest rapper in the world to me because I start noticing all these little like nuances in their style and shit like that. But yeah, his biggest strength is the he's good at moments, and if he finds some ridiculous angle, you know what I mean. But he can't rap better than me, and those are probably not gonna be better than the shit that I got. This shit is so crazy. I'm trying not to, what I mean, give anything away. I
Yeah.
told you this earlier too. You know what I mean? So like I'm trying to just say as much as I can without giving anything away. But yeah, he's good at some things. He's just not better than me.
Now, it's Real Sick versus Mike P. Y'all alongside a very, very pen heavy card. We got Danny
Hmm.
Myers and Kid Chaos. B Dot is on the card. Rum
Yeah.
Nitty's on the card. Where do you where do you rank this battle amongst those four? Or this is just the body?
Like I said, I think it's gonna. I like I said, I'll be surprised if this is debatable, but that doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't. it's not capable to be like that. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
it's a reason people been wanting to see this. So this is either like all my battles. It's either a classic or a casket.
Mm-hmm.
And on a card, man, B Dot and Suge is so crazy.
Yeah.
Uh Cause you know B Dot raps similar to me too. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, with the angles and the cadence and shit like that. And then Suge is finally battling somebody. I feel like he wants to battle. You know what I mean? Like
I
the
agree.
all of last year, he kind of didn't get the competition that he wanted, and that might have been the reason for maybe him not being as crazy in the fans' eyes as he should have. He's been wanting to battle B Dot, and the battle got pushed back. So I think we're gonna see a crazy Suge, Chaos and Danny. I think Chaos is gonna get that. Obviously, team rookie and shit, but you know that might be highly energetic. And then
Mm-hmm.
Holmesy and Nitty, they're good battles. You know what I mean? But I think the most intense one is probably definitely gonna be me and Mike.
Yeah, I agree. I agree now after the video. So
Yeah,
are we going to get a real sick video in response to this?
I was going to, um, but again, like it's it's so hard to respond and talk about something if it's in your rounds. Maybe
I know what
closer
you
to the
mean.
day. Yeah, maybe
I know
closer
what
to
you
the
mean.
day. Because this is one of the things I learned from when I was promoing with Jay the Nightwing. I was talking all this shit to him, but some of the shit I was talking was in my rounds. So then
Mm-hmm.
when I said it in my rounds, it didn't have the same, you know what I mean,
Impact.
impact. Yeah, I took that away from it. And you know, one of the things I pride myself in doing is I I tried attacking my opponent with attacks that haven't been used before. I don't like using the same angles or any of that. And if I do, it's gonna be in a new way that it hasn't been done before, you know? So I can't reveal any of that before the battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh
they don't know in the process of doing a face off or promoting when that battle is going down, unless
hmm
you got like me. I used to hand write my face offs.
hmm
Like
That's fire.
I would write what I'm gonna talk about. Like I bet I'm in a face off with Danny. I'm gonna talk about the 12K
Mm,
to make him think that's what I'm gonna talk about in the battle, but I'm not. Like I had
yeah.
to do that. Like I had to like freestyle a blueprint so I don't go off track and start saying actual things. And then it's like now when I battle, I don't even do face offs like how I used to because everything I be thinking of I use somehow. So
Mm,
I don't really want to be giving away any any game plans really at all.
yeah, yeah. So
Now,
yeah, I'm a still, you know, I'm on my promo run and shit. You know what I mean? I got an interview pretty much every day this week. I've been doing those since last week, since it got announced. So that's probably the more so the type of promo you're gonna see for this battle from me. Um, you know, but yeah, is the day of the battle is gonna be spooky, man. It's gonna. I gotta level up too. Is my last time on caffeine? It was me and Kid Chaos, and that ended up being top 5 battle of the year on caffeine. My last and me and Chilla was arguably top 10 battle of last year,
I
and then
agree.
me and Jay was arguably the best battle of the first tournament. You know what I mean? And then
Mm-hmm.
Magic, obviously, we know what that was. So my classic of casket, like that, me saying that, it holds up if you look at the kind of battles I've been in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And this is the first time I really have a battle that's anticipated and it's gonna be watched live. Like this is the first time I'm dealing with that pressure too. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like to where everybody is talking about the battle and they get to watch it live. I'm the main event basically. It looks like I'm the main event. So like
Talk your shit, sick.
all of this pressure which is good pressure. Like it's not
Mm-hmm.
like I like it a lot, and I'm ready to rise to the occasion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's
But
work.
all of these things together, along with the material I got and the era we in as far as rapping and all of that, like I'm ready for this, bro. I've been ready. The more time that goes on, I just keep sharpening up shit, you know. And if I think of anything crazy, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy shit. I'm ready to go.
Now let me ask you this question.
Yeah,
The top tier thing is still top tier new era thing is still going on.
yeah,
You got something to that top tier remix?
yeah. I was one of the first ones that Easy sent that shit to,
Okay.
and I'm gonna drop a little snippet and shit. I was just in the dungeon, you know what I mean, fixing up my shit, making it, as deadly as possible. But like yeah, I'm gonna drop a little snippet to that. My verse on that is crazy too. If you hear me battle, you kind of know I'm crazy over a beat. Cause if I could like like Mike P said, switch up my flows while the shit is a cappella, yeah, over a beat, the shit is crazy too. So so yeah, I got one of those, and I know that like that's gonna be dropping pretty soon. So
Right.
I wanna kind of I I don't want to give too much of the verse away and shit too. Yeah, it's crazy shit though. It's crazy.
Now let me ask you this, Sid. Who you shooting at on there?
See, I don't even want to. It's like I'm talking to everybody on there. I'm not
Okay.
I'm not specifically I'm not specifically saying certain people,
Okay.
but the shit I'm talking is for everybody, and it's obvious. It's not like a general verse, and you're like, who's he talking about? You'll know it's still from a battle standpoint. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm as a battle rapper, as a competitor, I'm talking to everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna jump into another topic because at first
Hmm.
this topic was, it was simmering around, but now I think it's a topic of discussion. It's a hot topic. So
Hmm.
in real Sikh's opinion, what do you think makes a legend in battle rap?
Well, there's a couple factors, man. I think the time in is definitely a factor. I think the kind of fights you had is definitely a factor. The impact, like um, if you change the game in any way, that helps too. I'm trying to think if there's like anything else. If you influenced people with your style or with something, you know what I mean? Like people that you can't people that you can't not mention when you talk about battle rap as a whole. You know what I mean? Like you have to bring them up. I think people like that is legends.
Now I got you right there,
Yeah.
Jolisa. When you say Surf is not a legend, how? What people have to understand in my book, right? A legend isn't just based on wins and losses. A legend is based on impact in the game.
Hmm.
So what I mean by that is, all right, let's start it from the top. It's an old saying in hip hop. You a legend off timing, or are you a legend off rhyming? So
Mm.
some people think you can't be a legend with doing like if you compare it to someone else's career. So sometimes people are legends because of the era that they were around, and then some people are legends because of the work that they put in. Now I feel like Sue Surf is a legend based on the work we put in. If we're talking about impact, being influential over the game through the course of his career, the shit he's done has been very impactful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
There
saying? So
there's a lot of people that might just have one of those things. Like for example, Twerk got the influential part, but he don't have the timing part yet. You know what I mean? Or like
but let me ask you this, Sick. Do you think you need time to be a legend if the impact is that strong?
I mean, it the
You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say somebody
yeah, I see what you're saying.
let's say somebody come in the league, and even though it's impossible, let's say they break Kobe, Jordan, LeBron's record in their first 2 years. It's really hard not to say they're not a legend if it's possible
Yeah.
because it's done. Like when I look at Twerk, I mean, people look at it saying like, all right, Twerk is not a legend because we can't say he's been around as long as DNA. But I've never seen in my whole career somebody have that much impact in the culture. Like his
Yeah.
style is mimicked. Like it's literally this
Yep.
nigga's doing the twerk.
Yep. It was him and I know that's kind of like what Thesaurus was for that for like after Scribble Jam and shit, right? Like
Yeah,
as far as I know from history. That was probably the last time, right? That somebody was that. Thesaurus influenced like a whole league. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, Twerk is influencing all the new guys. To this day, you could watch like if you go to an event with a bunch of new rappers, somebody there is gonna end up sounding like Twerk or
yeah,
something. Yeah, I was talking like I guess what I'm trying to say is you gotta have a couple a couple of those things.
yeah. I
Maybe
feel
not
it.
all of them. You
I
know what I
feel
mean?
it. But
Yeah.
I feel like back to Jolisa's shit. I feel like Stu Surf is a legend because, like I said, we talking about impact in battle rap.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If we not just talking about uh cause then you gotta look at consistency there. Are we calling somebody a legend that has crazy performances but the views is not good? We talking about a nigga every time he battles, we talking 1,000,000+ views
Hmm.
on and off URL. We talking about when he started doing the subtitle shit. Everybody's following it.
Yeah, yeah,
We talking
yeah.
about moments, historical moments that was made on me on NWX.
Surf be saying shit in interviews, and it becomes like in a lot.
Yeah,
Just he just said that became
that
a
became the
thing.
thing. It's like you
Yeah,
feel what I'm
like
saying, like
yeah,
so.
he's definitely a legend, man. He's
Yeah,
definitely a
I don't
legend.
even like certain people. I don't even think like I with twerk. I could hear y'all with the debate if he is or not. With surf, I don't even think that's something we should be discussing. Like Sue Surf
Hmm.
is automatically. I don't even think that's nothing to you know what I'm saying to discuss.
I think if Twerk isn't a legend now, he definitely
He
will
will
be.
be.
Like he's
Yeah.
yeah, like that's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to say like he's not legend potential or nothing. Like yeah, if he's not now, he will be because he his impact
Yeah, yeah,
and
just opinion. I believe timing also makes people legends.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody is somebody, and I don't want to say names because you know what I'm saying I'm not here to violate nobody. I already know what type of time they be in the chat room. But it's certain people that's in battle rap just based on the time that they've been around, they are a legend. And it's based on being a legend off of timing, not off of rhyming. You know what I'm saying? Like Bob Cousy, Pete Maverick, they are legends based on timing, the time they came in to the NBA.
I
And
feel like if the only thing you have is timing, then you're more just a veteran.
nah, but
You know what I
shit, you
mean?
got all right. You got to think right. If a nigga is around in a certain era, in a certain time, and they did something, they made it just because they around at that time. You see what I'm saying? Like for instance,
Okay.
in the NBA, they consider Bob Cousy, Pete Maverick legends, but they're
Hmm.
legends based off timing. Then when we go to uh, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Bird, Magic, they are legends based on the stats, the impact. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you could be a legend because you could be there at the right place and time. And if you had impact while some shit is going down, by default, you insert it into that category.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All right,
Word.
let's look at this, right? It's certain people that was around when Mook Lux was first around because
Hmm.
they are one of the first battle rappers and they are there at that time when it's not that many of us. They can be inserted into the legendary category because of that time. Yes. All right, no disrespect, but I feel like Dose is a legend based off of timing. He's there at that time. And what happened with him, even if it's not crazy, it's impactful. Rich Dollars is a legend based off of time.
I just had the word legend a little like
Hold
to
on.
have more stats with it.
I
You
get
know what
what
I'm
you're saying.
saying?
Hold on, Sid.
Like,
We gonna get technical.
all right,
Not saying with you because I'm curious to you know what I'm saying. Let's read up the definition.
okay.
What does a legend mean? A story coming down from the past, especially one popularity regarded as historical, or no, although not verifiable, the legend of the lost continent or theory. B. A body of such stories, a place in a legend of frontier. I don't know. That shit is shit. That shit told me nothing. Hold on.
It's just that because like I was with you till you
Oh,
said Ghost
okay.
was a legend.
Okay, it said. Okay, this one says a person or thing that inspires.
Right. Okay. That's that's one of the criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it says a person or thing that inspires, Surf didn't inspire niggas.
He definitely did.
Like. All right, put it like this, right? Check this out. Check this out. If y'all are saying, let's just use something negative, right? Because again, it said inspire. After he said Jersey, everybody wasn't saying Jersey.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's just
Nobody was
one.
really saying it yet till then.
When he started doing the subtitle shit, everybody started doing the subtitle shit.
Yeah, and they would put their own little spin on it. Like, should I put it in science or something, or should I do it instead
Yeah,
of you know what I mean?
when we had the 2-on-2, and and they um and they did the shit with us, the before the shot, after the shot.
Oh yeah, that was influential too.
That's what I'm trying. Like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about? And then we talking about impact outside of the ring. The only
Uh-huh.
person that we can honestly say transcended over to have a prosperous music career aside from battle rap. Like, how? I don't even know how this is a discussion.
It's just even the way he talked about battle rap, those terms started becoming, you know what I mean, something that the media started picking up. I saw somebody say "gentleman's 30." I'm pretty sure he was the first one to say something like that. And correct me if I'm wrong, but then like that was part of the just vocabulary. He's definitely influential
Yeah,
among being in, him and Hitman, him and Khan when it came out. Like
that's what I'm trying to
him
say.
and
Like,
Geek, like yeah, he got
It's
impactful
too much
battles too.
impact. Yeah, and this is what y'all get confused. We all know Conceited is my brother. Conceited started slow it down, but we not talking about who started shit. We talking about who made it a thing to do. Immaculate, Thesaurus, Marlo, Shuffle T, Marv One, Quest McCody. Them niggas was doing 2-on-2s. But what y'all niggas know 2-on-2s from? Okay then. So you know what? I'm just, you know what, man. I don't know. I don't know if everybody else is a legend. Then fuck it. I know I am.
Yeah, it's all the criteria to me. All the criteria I said, like somebody that got timing plus impact, plus they were influential, plus they did something to change the
Yeah,
game. You know what I mean? Like shit like that makes
yeah.
a legend.
I was just saying, nah. But all joking aside, I feel like Surf is a legend. I feel like, and like I said too, what somebody just said in the chat, it's real. It's subjective though. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Because it be people that's just like gonna have their opinion and not like Mount Rushmore. I feel like in battle rap, Mount Rushmore, Mount Rushmore can't have 4 people.
Yeah,
I feel like we gotta at least have a solid 10.
yeah,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
have to.
Yeah, we have to. And then again, when we go to Mount Rushmore, some certain people make Mount Rushmore because of timing.
Hmm.
That's what I meant about the legend thing. Like I don't
I,
think
di-
I
I
don't
didn't even see where this argument came up, but what was the argument against it? Do you remember? Like
no.
why they said?
All I know is I got asked this on Black Compass yesterday, and then I just started seeing mad people tweeting, and then mad
Oh,
people just
okay.
started writing, "You a legend, you a legend." I don't know where it came from.
Hmm.
So after that, I'm like, all right, well, I guess it's a topic of discussion since these niggas was asking me.
Gotcha.
So then I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's dive into it. But yeah, I think it's a subjective thing because, like, you see when I say the timing thing, and I may be wrong with the dose shit because that's not how people view it.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is Loaded Lux is a legend J Black. You know what I'm saying? But
Shout out to Jay Black.
yeah, shout out to J Black. But I think that's something people are always argue, just like people always argue Mount Rushmore. And then you know what also happens that's a problem is that if Surf's last two battles were different, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So a lot of times,
It's recency bias, man.
yeah,
That's what's
exactly. A
happening.
lot of
Yeah,
people don't. A lot of people don't factor out when we're talking legend. We're talking about whole career, not what have you done for me lately. Like
yeah,
somebody can be a legend, but they cannot be top tier no more. You know what I'm saying? You can be a
right.
legend, but you didn't make the All Star game this year. That's how I look at top tier. Being top tier is like, are you a superstar? Did you make it to the All Star game this year? So it could
Yeah,
be
top
like
tier is a current thing, and a legend is just a, you know what I
overall
mean,
thing.
overall
So I
thing.
feel
Yeah.
like certain people could not be top tier no more, but they're legends. Certain people could be vets and they not top tier.
Hmm.
Certain people could be top tier but not be vets or a legend. And then
Yeah,
certain people could be, you know what I'm saying, all three.
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
good looking for pulling up Sick. We about to have Jay Black pull up here real quick. We about to talk some shit.
Fire. Yeah, yeah.
Got you.
Thanks for the platform. Uh, Tune in, bro. I'm not gonna disappoint on my side. I can
Oh
only
no no
speak
no
for
no!
myself.
I'm a
Yeah,
fan. I'm a fan of what you do. So I'm definitely
of course.
tuned in. You know what I'm saying, to
Appreciate you,
watch that
bro.
battle. I know it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to go crazy, bro.
Got you, bro.
Yeah.